What the f?
What? Hello? Hello? Okay. It's just a dream. This is a stupid dream. Guys, there is an epidemic among us. You may not know about it or even care, but males around this country and around the world are being indoctrinated into a cult. The cult of Dilly Dilly. Now, in case you live under a rock or just spend most of your time in the library, Dilly Dilly is the latest ad campaign from Bud Light that has gone absolutely viral due to commercials like this.
Sir Jeremy, you are a true friend of the crown. Dilly Dilly. Dilly Dilly.
The trick to this saying is fooling people that it isn't a multi-million-dollar ad campaign created by New York Suits, but instead is a phrase that you and your friends came up with while having a good old time. Newsflash, it's not. Want to know how dumb Dilly Dilly is? It's so dumb that every time you type it in Microsoft Word, it gets red barred. Because the Microsoft Word paperclip almost has a f***ing aneurysm every time it sees it. This guy, the dancing paperclip, thinks you're an idiot. I'll give Bud Light this though. Dilly Dilly is kind of relatable. JK, I'm not a 30-year-old guy named Lance who lives with his parents, wears undershirts that matches his shirt logo, wears bod deodorant, and still burns CDs. Don't be like Lance. Lance doesn't get invited to his company's annual golf tournament because he brings a funnel every year and pees in public. Lance gets Hooter gift cards for Christmas and unironically wears white sunglasses. Do not, under any circumstances, be like Lance. Even the creators of Dilly Dilly know it's dumb. Here's one of the co-creators explaining to Business Insider exactly what it means.
Doesn't mean anything.
Him and Alex Ledford with the Wyden and Kennedy ad agency in New York coined the phrase, totally out of thin air, while spitballing. You hear that? Wyden and Kennedy ad agency while spitballing, not Alpha Tau Omega fraternity while funneling Mad Dog 2020s. The best man at my cousin's wedding finished his speech with Dilly Dilly. We cheered back Dilly Dilly and laughed. You got us, Bud Light. Hey, thanks for that wedding update, Spencer Pratt. I'm sure it was swell. Now, this isn't the first time a beer ad has caught on. This isn't the first time a beer company has created the next viral phrase. Remember these?
Hello?
What's that? Yo, hold up. Hello?
Notice anything similar? Both of the phrases are totally meaningless words of nothingness that can be said in any situation. The algorithm is really, really simple. You take a word that means nothing, associate it with beer. The consumer buys the beer, whilst having the beer, says the phrase. Because he says the phrase when he's having the beer and having fun with his friends, they believe that they've come up with this spontaneous, fun word. It happens every time. What I'm trying to say here, fellas, the bottom line is that you're getting tricked. You're getting played, bamboozled, hoodwinked by a couple of suits in New York. You're their lapdog. They have the milk bone. Only instead of being a milk bone, it's a Bud Light. Wouldn't it be ridiculous that instead of saying Dilly Dilly, people say like actual slogans?
Dilly Dilly! You see people on the ground on the back.
Robin. Yum.
People on the ground on the back.
Right here with the dark glasses and black hat. Right there. He's a bitch.
Better go get him. He's going out the other side.
All right.
Dilly Dilly!
Right here with the dark glasses and black hat. Right there. He's a bitch.
Better go get him. He's going out the other side.
All right.
Nationwide is on your side.
Dilly Dilly! Dilly! Dilly!
We have the meats. We have the meats.
Seems pretty dumb, right? Well, that's exactly what you're doing every time you say dilly dilly. You just don't realize it because dilly dilly doesn't sound like words. It just sounds like mumbo jumbo mumbleness that you created. You didn't create it. NJ Placenta and his buddies at Wyden and Kennedy created it. You're just spreading it. You basically are their intern. And trust me, all right, you don't want to be an intern. Just ask Slick Willie.
I did not have sexual relations with that woman.
Let me make it really simple for you. Here's your brain.
Hey, this occurred to me today. ID, which I had to show it again. There's a strange abbreviation when you think about it. I is short for I. And then D is short for dentification.
And here's your brain on dilly dilly.
Shampoo is better. I go on first and clean the hair. Conditioner is better. I leave the hair silky and smooth. Oh, really, fool? Really? Stop looking at me, Swan.
Now you're probably freaking out. You're probably wondering, how do I know if my loved one is addicted to dilly dilly? Well, there's a few symptoms you should know. First symptom, does your loved one have more shirts without sleeves than with sleeves? Secondly, does your loved one use a ridiculous amount of hair product? Third, does your loved one have their own last name tattooed anywhere on their body? Lastly, is it Wednesday and your loved one is still wearing the wristband they got into the bar with on Friday? Wait, is your loved one the f***ing situation? Dilly dilly is basically the mating call of idiots. It's like a living birth control. If you hear somebody say dilly dilly, they shouldn't be allowed to procreate. Now look, before you go in the comment section and tell me to kill myself, or that I'm taking this too seriously, and that's just a fun little zany gag, a little fun word that you and your friends say, just relax, step back. Okay, I understand you're mad. Most addicts are disagreeable on the day of their intervention, and that's really what this is. This is your intervention. But we can defeat this. We can overcome this. Don't do it for me. Don't even do it for yourself. Do it for that damn Microsoft Word paperclip.
Are you listening? Damn.